Back in 2017, Jill Duggar and her sisters filed a lawsuit for invasion of privacy. Now, in an ironic twist, the private information of these siblings continues to surface online as a result of this legal maneuver. As previously reported, Jill, Jessa, Ginger and Joanna sued the city of Springdale, police department employees and other authority figures after they claimed the release of their oldest brother Josh's 2006 accusation police report caused emotional distress. Josh, of course, admitted in 2015 to having inappropriately touching his siblings back when he was a teenager and they were minors. He was forced to make this confession because a national tabloid was provided with the aforementioned police report and had written an article about the alleged incidents. Hence the legal filing by Jill and company, who have been irate that such a personal issue was made public via what they believe to have been an illegal leak. A judge dismissed the Duggar sisters' lawsuit a few months ago, but a number of documents from the proceedings have now been made available online. For example, Jill admitted in court during that her dad, Jim Bob Duggar, emotionally abused her. "I saw a whole new side to my dad once my husband and I started making decisions that were best for our family, but not in his best interest," Jill told a psychologist, according to her legal filing. "Sadly, I realized he had become pretty controlling, fearful and reactionary." Alleging that Jim Bob was verbally abusive at times, Jill was quoted in describing their relationship as not good and added of where things stand these days. "We occasionally text on a family group thread, but I don't feel comfortable being around him and just hanging out. He was verbally abusive. It isn't good for my mental health right now." Along similar disturbing lines, Jill's husband, Derick Dillard, said as part of this lawsuit that Jim Bob stole all the money his kids made off reality television and kept it for themselves. "Our neighbors bring boxes of food sometimes. And I also got food through the pantry on campus," Dillard said in his deposition of how Jim Bob's supposed actions have impacted his immediate family now, via Jill's deposition, which was taken on September 1, 2021 and which has been obtained by The Sun. The former Counting On cast member has stated her income comes from social media, including promoting products and advertisements. These platforms include Instagram, YouTube and Facebook. "We have Google Ads, which is like a simple, easy way to make revenue from," Jill explained late last summer. "You just, check boxes and then there are advertisements that I may not even be aware of exactly, what's being on there. The Google ads are more like third-party if you're on YouTube, it would pop up during the video." Duggar proceeded to explain that she promoted a number of products on her family blog and on social media. "On the blog, it would just be a placement on the blog. And then the other ones that I would work out would be something that I would post with the product." Then Jill revealed in the deposition that she made ballpark $10,000 from these kinds of posts in 2020. Derick, meanwhile, sat down for his deposition on May 25, 2021 and further elaborated on the couple's income, including what they earned from Counting On. The father of two, who is expecting his third child later this year, confirmed in court that he began receiving a mere $500 to $1,000 per episode of the TLC series in early 2017 until May of that same year when he left the program. Dillard added that Jill made approximately $1,000 per episodes and estimated that Michelle and Jim Bob took home about $10,000 per episode. At one point, Derick was asked the following question: "Have Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar treated you right with respect to the TV shows?" "I am not sure, because I think there are a lot of misunderstandings there," he replied in the deposition. "I thought we should have known and been able to decide whether or not we made an obligation to the show." Derick also delved into their immediate family's recent income, saying the couple made $800 from their YouTube channel in April 2021. While in law school, Derick relied on part-time work, including a job as a driver for Grubhub, where he made $800 monthly. Jill and Derick are expecting their third son to join 7-year-old Israel and 4-year-old Sam. However, they claim they can barely afford to feed their current family these days. "Our neighbors bring boxes of food sometimes," Dillard said in May of last year. "And I also got food through the pantry on campus." In the past, Jill and Derick have been candid about receiving no compensation from their time on Counting On. People magazine previously reported Jim Bob was in charge of the money earned by all his children from Counting On, reporting they received $25,000 to $45,000 per episode. Jill and Derick, who debuted on the series in 2015, have said they didn't receive any money from the series until they quit in 2017. That's when we got an attorney involved and finally recovered some of the money. It was a process, Jill told this publication several months ago. It probably ended up being a little more than minimum wage. But we were able to recover at least something.